That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Smoking big cigars. I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one, I'm the lady that would bring you down. There's a joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place.
Right, everybody, welcome back to Chart Hills Golf Club in the glorious sunshine now. As you can see, we've come down to what is almost an island green here at 17 for a spot of hole-in-one hunting. We've never ever caught a hole-in-one live. Is this going to be the moment? Now, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think this is Alessandro Naseda, Craig Stefarique and Michel. Of course, things might have changed since this is the 17th green you're looking at. We'll find out very shortly. Let me just find out. We'll keep the camera on the tee box at 17 because they're about to come down. Which group are you? Is this?
We're 150.
150. Great. Thank you. Oh, good stuff. So we have here Cale Heath, Callum Blinkhorn and James Biggs. They've come off through the 10th. So they actually started at the 10th, so they're going through their front 9 at the minute. So we're going to stick around with this group. Next one out is going to be a good friend of ours, actually, Dan Gaunt, Ryan Craig and Jack Hawksby. So let's stick around. First ever live hole-in-one. We've never ever caught one before. Dan Gaunt, Ryan Craig and Jack Hawksby on the 17th here. Got to navigate the water, get it over. Wouldn't it be something special if we could catch one? Ooh. Now they're coming around. As they do that, Liam, you just pan to your left. You can see the group before just teeing off here at 18. So on the tee box here is Cale Heath, Callum Blinkhorn and James Biggs. Rip-roaring drive and got good eyes on that. It does feed around to the right, I think, although the shot stayed left in it. 18th is causing a few problems, isn't it, for these players? It's a hard hole to finish on. More provisionals being hit here on the 18th tee box. This is the front line for all these players, we must hasten to add. So there to go. We can turn our attention back to the 17th green now. No hole-in-one hunting from this group, unfortunately, but we're going to stick around, of course, for quite a bit here, see if we can grab one or two hole-in-one hunting. So you're currently looking at the 2 o'clock tee time, went off from the 10th hole. So Dan Gaunt, Ryan Craig and Jack Hawksby here at 17. I'll give you a quick update on the score as well, by the way. Alfie Plant is flying. He's 2 under through 4. He's got a 2-shot lead. OJ Farrell is a mover as well. He's also 2 under par. He's 5 under for the tournament, 2 under for the day. So Alfie Plant currently holding a 2-shot lead here for the first Challenge Series event on the Clutch Pro Tour. It is the first major of the year. £8,000 to the winner. Yes, £8,000 to the winner. A total prize pot of £30,000. It is huge here on the Clutch Pro Tour, and despite me saying all morning how we're expecting high winds and the weather's going to get worse and worse and worse as the day goes on, typical commentator, it's a glorious afternoon right now. The sun has decided to come out. It's nowhere near as windy as it was, although there is still quite a stiff breeze. It's certainly, if anything, conditions have got better rather than worse. So what do I know? What have we learnt from this? We've learnt that I don't know anything. We've got our good friend Dan Gaunt over the other side as well. He's usually happy to have a little word with us. So Dan Gaunt, Ryan Craig, Jack Hawksby here at 17 on the green. It's a lovely little par 3 here. It's about 143 yards, I believe. It's almost sawgrass-ish, the 17-foot sawgrass. Almost a bit of an island, as you can see the reeds in front. It is surrounded by water. Not a problem for these players, but I imagine for a 20 handicapper like myself, it would look an awful long way. Well, Chart Hills is looking glorious. It always does, but even more so when the sun comes out. We've had the biting wind, we've had what even looked like the threat of rain. And Leon, if you look into the sky, I don't know if you can see, there's 2 paragliders just in the sky. One just directly above the tree in front of you, and one just off to the left as well. I don't know if you can pick any of those up. No worries if not, but what a day to be doing it now. Looked a bit sketchy a little bit earlier, but now sort of things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We'll go have a quick chat with Dan as well. Go say hello, we haven't seen him for a while. Hey Dan, how's it going?
Right, yeah.
Haven't seen you for a while. Are you good? You keep it well?
Alright mate, yeah.
I noticed there's some paragliders up there in the sky. I'd rather be playing
I'd
golf.
rather be doing that, I think, than be out here.
Is it not going so well?
It's not a great week for me. Not really enjoying anything about this week, to be honest.
Really? I was going to see if
we'll
I
crack on,
wanted
see.
to make you smile, really, Dan, but not going to happen.
Well, my heart's still beating, so that's the main thing.
It is, yes. Look, take it home anyway. But well, you've still got the
Yeah, still got
Batman
9
to go.
hours, but
But enjoy it anyway. Thanks, guys. So here we are. We've actually got a choice, haven't we? Because we've got the group behind. In fact, we'll go to back to 17 there because they're going to get going straight away. So Cameron Phillips, Josh Hilliard, and Stephen Tilley. So yeah, it doesn't sound like it's going quite so well for Dan at the minute. Dan, he's an incredibly good golfer, though. I can tell you that he's usually always in contention. Perhaps things just not quite going his way this week. However, I will say he's always happy to talk, though. A lovely, lovely chap is Dan Gaunt. So yeah, next group coming through: Cameron Phillips, Josh Hilliard, Stephen Tilley. Are we about to catch our first ever live hole-in-one ever? We've been broadcasting golf for 3 years now. We've never caught one live. Is this the moment? Let's watch and find out. So here we go. Here we go, winding up, loading up. Let's have a hole-in-one. It's gone long. So we come back to 18 here. Let's watch these tee shots. Girls in all sorts of trouble here today at 18. That was a cracker, by the way. It's like everybody's going to hit a second ball, everyone's going to hit a provisional. Just confirmation that, yeah, 18 is certainly catching a lot of people out here. Dan Gaunt about to load up again. Here he is. Right, and there they go. Dan Gaunt, Ryan Craig, Jack Hawksby, off they go. Of course, back to 17 with Cameron Phillips, Josh Hilliard and Stephen Tilley. Whilst they make their way down and walk across, actually, I'm just looking, did one hit the water? I think they have. They've had to, it went out of bounds, didn't it? And they've had to take the drop from the drop zone. So what a shame that is. Whilst they make their way round, big drama at the top of the leaderboard. Let's pop that leaderboard up onto the screen for you so you can see how things are going up at the sharp end here. We've come down to 17 to do a bit of hole-in-one hunting, see if we can catch one live. But yeah, things are really heating up at the top of the leaderboard. Alfie Plant going well, OJ Farrell going well, Poppleton always goes well, doesn't he? Who is going to get the job done today? That is how things currently look at the sharp end. As we turn our attention back to 17, let's just pop that down. Do comment, do tell us. We can see the comments. We want to hear from you. If you want to have your comments shown on screen as well, you can. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you through to Live Sport Now on YouTube. Do give it a click. Hit subscribe and comment. We'll put your comment on the screen for all to see. So, yeah, we want to hear from you. Do get it out there. And if you want to find out more about the Clutch Pro Tour, there's also a link in the body of this broadcast to the Clutch Pro Tour website as well. Big thank you to all of our broadcast partners as well. Golf Magic, Today's Golfer, Women in Golf Magazine, Golf Asia, India Golf Weekly, Northern Golfer, Golf South Magazine, Golf North Magazine. Big thank you to you all. ASG UK as well. We've got a lot of live sport to bring you, even this week as well. Tomorrow we've got the opening ceremony of the inaugural Cairns Cup. It's Europe taking on the US in disability golf. We will be back live for on-course action from Friday to bring you the singles matches and the winners as well, live as it happens. Tomorrow we've got the opening ceremony and the opening tee shot of the tournament. Opening ceremony live from 11 o'clock, opening tee shot from 1 o'clock. And then on Friday, the singles matches get underway from 1. Here, Clutch Pro Tour, first major of the year. £8,000 to the winner today. Not a bad day, is it? This is day 2, final day. Nicholas Poppleton going well, Alfie Plant, OJ Farrell. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be somebody else coming through the field? Drama at every turn. In the next broadcast after this, we will be live from here following the leading groups to the finish, where we will crown our champion. However, if there's a tie at the top, we will go to a playoff. There has to be a winner today for the Order of Merit for Clutch Pro Tour. You'll see it all live. Get your comments in. Tell us what playoff would you like to see, if there's going to be, or what combination of playoff. What would be your dream playoff? Doesn't necessarily have to be out of this tournament. Could you imagine Tiger Woods against Jack Nicholson, both in their pomp? Wow, that would be something, wouldn't it? This course, Chart Hills, designed by Sir Nick Faldo. I'd like to see Sir Nick Faldo against John Daly. I'm a big fan of John Daly. That would be quite something. What about Sir Nick Faldo taking on Rory McIlroy? That would be something too. What do you think? Tell us. Comment below. What about in this tournament? So ball's up straight away for the next group on 17. No hanging around, straight into it. The group ahead you just saw coming up to the par 4, 18th, 443 yards.
Strange, isn't it?
Still no live hole-in-one. Is this the moment we get it? So just looking at the timings, this will be Jason Murphy, William Nimmo and Ant Turchetti. So we've had a comment coming in of the Dream playoff, and it's 2 players involved in this one. Elaine here wants to see Nicholas Poppleton taking on OJ Farrell. Well, it's possible. It's very possible. So we're back to 18, as you can see, for these tee shots here. Cameron Phillips, Josh Hilliard and Stephen Tilley here teeing off at 18. This is their front 9, by the way, still got back 9 to go. Teed off at 10 at 2:10 this afternoon. So we've still got a lot of action to bring you throughout the course of the day. There's a couple of motorbikes go behind us on the road. And as you can see, not overly pleased with that one. Oh, I can tell you our friend Elaine has just commented, just said thanks for the shout out, no problem. If you want to get your comment on screen, head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube, a link in the body of this broadcast, comment, and we'll bring your comments on air live. Wow, that was a rip-roarer, wasn't it? Wow. And again, we're going to see another provisional being played. In fact, potentially all of them. 18 is really catching these players out here. I don't know, we are a bit sheltered from the wind here, so I imagine it is a bit worse out and about on the course. So here we are back at 17. As you can see, still no hole in one for us. We've never ever caught one live. I was really hoping it might be today. So here we are looking at Jason Murphy, William Nimmo and Ant Tarchetti here at 17. No hole in one, I'm afraid, for as yet. Will we ever get one? It's been 2.5 years now of live golf broadcasts. We've never ever caught one live. We would love it to be today. There's a bit of movement on the leaderboard as well. I'll come to that very, very shortly. As I've said a few times, if there's a playoff, if there's a tie at the top, there will be a playoff, of course. The £8,000 has to be won outright by somebody because of the order of merit and due to the Challenge Tour starts up for grabs. Yes, that's right. This is real career progression for these players. And I can tell you at the minute, just whilst we wait for this putt to sink, we do have a three-way tie at the top once again. Yeah, it is all change. It is so exciting here. It really is. And I'm just staying quiet just whilst we wait for this putt to go in. You all right, mate? It's nice now, isn't it? It's one earlier.
Still playing a bit of a hoolie, but any decent scores out there?
6 at the minute, getting the job done. Three-way tie.
Who?
OJ, Nicholas Poppleton and Matthew Court.
Oh, where's Plant?
He's 5, one shot back, 4th by himself.
Right, so he's just level.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well, he was 2 under. He's obviously doubled somewhere, so there we go. Yeah, I don't know if you just heard that there. Big change at the top of the leaderboard. Let's pop it up onto the screen for you so you can see for yourself. OJ Farrell leading the way alongside Poppleton and Court, all at 6 under par. Hey chaps, you all right? How's it going? You good? There we go. Alfie Plant was leading the way. He was at 7 at one point. He's dropped back to level par. And there you go, as you can see. So at the minute, it's still so tight, isn't it? It could be anybody, really. Anybody who's sort of in red has got a bit of a sniff, bit of a chance. We're going to watch these tee shots here at 18, and then we're going to hear actually from one of those leading players. So let's just enjoy. In fact, there's going to be a little bit of a gap, I think, whilst to do. So let's hear a little bit earlier. We caught up with OJ Farrell. He's currently joint leader at the minute at the top of the leaderboard here for the Challenge Series 1. And here's what he had to say before he teed it off. For your run away, it's been a successful year already for you.
Yeah.
In contention today, feeling good?
Yeah, very good. It's going to be a tough day and just patient and give us a chance to win.
Do you like playing in the wind?
You know, you get used to it after a while.
You do over here, don't you?
Yeah, you do,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
It's the wind is going to pick up, the breeze is going to pick up. Where's the big opportunities though here today?
Take them when they come. You know, we'll just
Yeah.
be patient. You know, you can. The par 5's are scoreable, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that that's necessarily where you're going to pick the shots up today. So I think it's just be patient, stick to my targets, and then when we get a chance, we'll take it.
You're very level-headed. If it was me, I'd be thinking, I'm just going to go for it, but I'd make mistakes doing that. For you, no risks, just play it easy.
Just stick to my game plan. if I do that, I should give myself a good chance. So.
And don't give your dad a heart attack.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Best of luck today. There you go, that was OJ Farrell. He is clearly on absolute fire right now, isn't he? He certainly knows how to get a tournament done, doesn't he? Still a long way to go, of course, but a serial winner on the Clutch Pro Tour, an experienced player despite being such a young man. Now we're going to stay, the group that we're with will be teeing off very shortly, so just bear with us, stick around. Don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now, if you want to get your comments shown on screen. Live Sport Now, there's a link in the body of this broadcast, just give it a click. It's where it says watch live golf in 2022 here. That takes you through to our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, comment on this broadcast, and we'll show it on screen. Here we go. At 18, par 4, Jason Murphy, William Nimmo and Ant Tarchetti. What a lovely shot. That looks really nice to me. And it is, that is how you do it first time, folks. We've seen a lot of provisional balls have to get played here, not that time. No provisionals this time, that's what we like to see. Now another player who's going very well at the sharp end of the leaderboard is a player we've really followed the career of over the last 2.5, 3 years or so. A young man called Nicholas Popperton. Remember that name, you probably already know it. And we caught up with him just before he teed off in that final group. And here's what he had to say. How you doing, mate?
I didn't realise you could come down as far south.
I live down south.
Oh, God.
I live down. I didn't realise you come down far, far south.
My Mazda got a bit panicky when I got to Birmingham. I thought it was going to jack it on me.
The perils of being a golfer.
South, kind of, anyways.
It's been a pretty good day yesterday. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was good. It's solid. Just played nicely. Really didn't hit a couple of iron shots close. Really drove it well. Yeah, not really much to say about it. It was pretty boring, to be fair. It wasn't very interesting, to be honest. You wouldn't have wanted to watch it. It was just pretty boring.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, the most boring 5 under par ever then.
Yeah, I just hit a couple of iron shots close and that was it really. I mean, like, you've got 2 round here, you've got to drive it well because the rough's up and the fairways are quite sort of like across you a little bit. But I was lucky, I was out early so the greens were great. You know, we didn't have a breath of wind. I mean, for sort of holes like this, with downwind now, they're probably a little tad easier off the tee and, you know, you get a bit more out of it. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it was flat calm in the morning, so you couldn't really have had it any easier. The greens were great.
We think the conditions are going to get harder as the day progresses. You're okay with that? You don't really have a choice.
Well, you ain't got a choice. Can you stop it? Well, no, it'll be fine. It just is what it is, isn't it? You just have to roll with the punches a little bit as well and just hang tough a bit. You know, as soon as golf courses like this blow quite hard, sometimes the easy holes don't become easier in a way, and the hard ones become a lot harder. Sometimes you have to get less off the tee to take a couple of bunkers out of play, which you were going to do anyway, and then the ones that were into the wind where you can open your shoulders, you just can't because they're suddenly 50, 60 yards longer. So you just have to sort of roll with the punches and and see what the golfing gods give you, and hopefully they give you a couple of breaks, but sometimes they bite you in the arse, don't they? So
They certainly do. Best of luck, mate.
Cheers,
Good
mate.
luck
Take
this
care.
afternoon. We'll no doubt catch up a little bit later too. That was Nicholas Popperson earlier, going very well at the sharp end of the leaderboard. Is he going to win? Is he going to be involved in a playoff? Who knows? We will find out later this afternoon. Now, I think at the minute we're back at 17, as you can see. That's the 17th tee box, 143-yard par 3. And I think this is Alessandro Nosda, Craig Stefarik and Michel Toshabanian, who has been going very well indeed. I could be wrong, though, because the tee sheet is a bit up and down. We've been going from 10, going from 1. Then there's been a gap coming back. I will find out for you, of course. And I did want to say, we're here, we've been watching a lot of shots at the 18th tee as well. A good friend of ours, Robert Hardacre, has commented, going, it's like the driving range, that many tee shots. There has been a lot of provisionals being played here at 18. A lot of players getting caught out. It does sweep round to the right. A lot of players either going straight on left, getting themselves into all sorts of trouble. The rough here at Chart Hills is treacherous. Go in it, and it could be very costly for you indeed. Right, the ball's up in the air. We are hole-in-one hunting live here on the Clutch Pro Tour at Chart Hills in the heart of Kent. We've never caught one live. Is this the moment? No, it's not. We're going to have another few chances, though, yet. We're not done and dusted just yet. There we go, we've got another crack at it. So there they go, coming down now. We will find out who it is, of course, once they get a little bit closer. I think it's the first group actually teed off from the first in the second group. It probably should be in the second wave, the afternoon group. It's getting tight at the top, isn't it? Let's pop that live leaderboard up onto the screen for you so you can see how things are getting on. It's tight. It's close. We could be on for a playoff. Sam Broadhurst is a man on the move as well. He's 1 under for his round. OJ Farrell, 3 under through 9, is going great guns, isn't he? We're going to stick around for one more group here for hole-in-one hunting, just to see if we can catch that all elusive hole-in-one so far. We've been at venues before, we've been at tournaments, we've been filming, we've left the hole-in-one to go do another broadcast somewhere else, and then we hear about an hour or so later that they actually get a hole-in-one. Let's come back to the action, because I can see a player's just dropped the ball. They've obviously hit the water or something, hit the hazard, and they've gone to the drop zone here, so let's watch this shot. So the players just making their way around now. And as they do, tell us, who do you think is going to get the job done today? It's tight at the top. Are we heading for a playoff? It is looking that way at the minute. £8,000 to the winner, £30,000 prize pot, Challenge Tour invites up for grabs. There's so much on the line here at Chart Hills this afternoon. The sun has even decided to come and play ball as well. It's a glorious, glorious day here at Chart Hills now. We're in the heart of Kent. The wind is billowing here though. It's a windy, windy day indeed. We're a little bit protected actually where we are down here, so it doesn't feel so bad. But I can see the flag billowing up by the clubhouse there. Big thank you to Chart Hills as well. Hospitality's been incredible. We're actually based in the ballroom today, would you believe? I can't dance, but that's where they've decided to put us. Which is great because it means we can set up, get out live for you, bring you this live show. If you want to find out more about the Clutch Pro Tour, there is a link in the body of this broadcast too. Give it a click, take you straight through to the Clutch Pro Tour website. Check out the schedule there. You can enter if you fancy having a go. If you like what you've seen so far and think, actually, do you know what? I reckon I could take these guys and girls on. Like I said, if we get a chance, we'll stick around for one more group, 3 more chances for a hole in one. Nice, great stuff indeed, on caught on camera as well. Good stuff. That's what we like to see. This group. So I've just had confirmation that this is the 12:30 tee time from the first hole. Alessandro knows that Craig Stefarik and Mikhail Tachobanian on the 17th green, and it is Mikhail who's gone very well today indeed. I do think Clutch Pro Tour have put 3 wonderful golf players together, 3 superb chaps, but 3 chaps with arguably the hardest names to pronounce in European golf. Alessandro Nosda, Craig Stefarik and Mikhail Chobanian. I hope I've said that right, I really, really do. Right, we're going to turn our attention back to 17. This is our last chance. We're going to stick around for this one final group to see if we can catch our first ever live hole-in-one. It's going to be Matty Lamb, Callum McKay and Harry Goddard. I didn't think anybody was going to follow you there. So here we go, final chance to catch a hole-in-one live. Is this the moment? This is your 12:40 tee time from the first tee. Matty Lamb, Callum McKay, Harry Goddard. Oh, it needed to go straight in, didn't it? Oh, that one there almost looks a little bit short, didn't it, onto the green? It's just made it. No, it hasn't there. Here we go, final opportunity now for a live hole-in-one. Surely it's meant to be, isn't it? And that one's gone well right off the tee. I think it could be. It looked like it came back quite nicely. The wind is blowing heavy left to right as you're looking at it on the screen. We'll just turn our attention back to 18 here, just whilst this group tee off quickly. The two have already gone. I think we might see some more provisionals here at 18. Right, well, there we go. I think let's check and see whether it was worth playing a division or not. But exciting stuff indeed here on the Clutch Pro Tour. Unfortunately, our hole-in-one hunting comes to an end and there's still no live hole-in-one. However, we do have another opportunity. We are going to be back here live later for the final groups as we follow them home. Now let's pop that live leaderboard just up onto the screen so you can see how things are panning out at that sharp end. Are we heading towards a playoff? It looks that way, doesn't it? Can anybody break away? Can anybody go off and win this tournament outright? Or are we going to have a playoff? We have to have a winner today. £8,000 to the winner. £30,000 prize pot. It matters. It really matters. It's the start of the Challenge Series for the Clutch Pro Tour. It's the first major of the year. There's Challenge Tour starts up for grabs. There's so much going on. This really is important. Now, if you like the coverage so far, head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast that will take you straight through. Just make sure that leaderboard's down. It'll take you straight through and you can watch all of our live golf in 2022. And if you want to comment and you want your name and message on screen, comment on the live broadcast on YouTube. That's where we pick it up the most. That's where we'll get it on screen and show it. You're guaranteed if it's a clean message of support, we'll get it on the screen for you. So make sure you head over. And if you like what we've seen so far at Clutch Pro Tour, there's a link in the body of the broadcast too. Head on over to there. Right, we're going to go off for a short break. When we come back, we are going to be with the final groups as they come home. Are we going to see a winner in that broadcast, or will we go to a playoff? Who knows? We're going to find out next. We'll see you soon.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
All you men with suits and ties, just sitting in the town smoking big cigars. I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one, I'm the lady that will bring you down. There's a joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place.
The broadcast just